Does anyone here know what a croaker sack is? I know you do. You might know. A croaker sack is a sack, real rough. I forgot what it's made of, but it's about 6 feet tall and about 2 feet wide. And the object is to fill the sack with cotton. We have to pick the cotton in rolls. So you're going down the road picking cotton. Well, I think you got about $6 for that roll of cotton. And unfortunately, at the age of 9, I wasn't an expert in picking cotton. So at the end of the day, we would have to go to what I call the cotton master, the man who would weigh the cotton, who would pay my aunt for the cotton. And instead of getting $6, I think I got 50 cents my first day. And that might be an upgrade. It might have been a quarter, who knows. So in other words, I didn't do very well. And she told my aunt, she said, you see that little old gal over there? She don't never be nothing. And right then and right there, I decided I had to do something. And it was not going to be picking cotton. So I ran away 3 times. Third time, made it back to Chicago. Went to school. And I was studying journalism, and it was a little bit boring. And I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be something else that I can do. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to venture through life and find out what it is. But all the time in the back of my mind, I've had this not good enough seed implanted in my mind. How many of us have seeds that are still with us today that somebody planted a long time ago and they've forgotten about it and you're still carrying it? Anybody here? Oh, I'm the only one. So these seeds that have been implanted, they really do control our lives, and we don't realize that until they show up. Mine showed up when I ran away and came back to Chicago. It showed up when I went to school, when I said to myself, journalism, I love to write, it's my first love, but it's a little bit boring. So let me try photojournalism. And my first assignment as a photojournalist was to go out and photograph a mother who had just lost her 2 kids in a fire. That did not work well with me, so of course I failed my first year in photography. So I said, well, let me try something else. Let me try television. Television seemed exciting. Everybody watches television, right? So I took the theory of television. Guess what? Boring. Somebody say, boring. So then I found out that there was radio. And then I found out you could be on the radio, you could talk and get paid for it. That's where I need to be. Because my husband tells me all the time I talk too much. But I say, honey, I get paid for it. Is it okay now? Okay. So I had a illustrious career for 20 years in radio, in Chicago radio. How many of you ever been to Chicago? And you know not to come in December, January, February, March, April, May, June, right? Yeah, you're on another plane, buddy. I love Chicago, but I love me some Miami right here, right now. This is what, 80 degrees in February, so I am loving this place. So after being in radio for 20 years, I was retired. That's a new way. They have a new way in radio of saying we're going in a new direction, and you're not included in that direction because radio is usually marketed to youth. So they gave me my walking papers, and I said to myself, "Oh my God, what am I going to do now? I'm not on the radio anymore." So you can imagine all the things, the thoughts that are going through my mind, right? And I am just this little pity party, just having a good time in my head, and I am just going woo 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 woo. Can somebody say woo 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 woo? So there's a lot of self-doubt going on there, and I somehow wound up in TV production. That's another long story after the boring episode with television in school. And then in the back of my mind, while I was in radio, I was doing public speaking. Everybody ever heard of Les Brown? Yes. I took speaking for a living under him, and I did that for 10, 15 years, somewhere around there. But then something kept telling me you need to get back in radio. And the thoughts was in my mind. I don't know if you could do this. Anybody ever hear those little thoughts? Maybe you can't do this. Okay. If you wanna fly, you have to give up the things that weigh you down. And the things that weigh you down are often in between your ears, are they not? It's those thoughts. Because we are programmed for negativity. See that little bounce in there? See that little thing right there? TV? How many of us watch TV? Oh, one person in the room, right? Let's be honest. Okay, how many people watch more than 1 or 2 hours of TV a week? And how much time could you spend better doing something, working on your dream, than watching TV?